Her identity should never have been made public. But in July 2003, leaks from the White House led to the publication of her name and of the organization she worked for. Her name is Valerie Plame, and she worked for the CIA's Counter-Proliferation Division. The Plame affair soon grew into a scandal. Revealing an agent's identity is a federal crime. Who would dare to do it?
I and my former CIA colleagues trusted our government to protect us as we did our jobs. That a few reckless individuals within the current administration betrayed that trust has been a grave disappointment to every patriotic American.
The media interpreted the leak as retaliation against Valerie Plame's husband, Ambassador Joseph Wilson, who had queried George W. Bush's claims about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. The name of the company Valerie Plame used as a front was also disclosed.
She worked for a company called Brewster Jennings, and that Brewster Jennings apparently was working against the target of Turkey, meaning that Turkey was being investigated by the CIA as a proliferator of weapons.
The media failed to notice the disturbing similarities between the Plame and Edmonds cases. Like Sibel, Valerie Plame worked in the area of nuclear trafficking, and like Sibel, her investigations foundered when she approached the Black Sea region.
The name Valerie Plame, I was not familiar with that name until it became public. But if someone were to ask me about Brewster Jennings, that would be a different question, and it would be a different story, but a story that I could not comment on because, as you know, I cannot talk about the targets of investigations or issues, details that I dealt with during my work with the FBI.
What Sibel could not say was published in the Turkish newspaper Hürriyet in November 2005. One of Valerie Plame's and Brewster Jennings' targets was the American-Turkish Council. The Plame and Edmonds cases are part of the same story. That same month, the Supreme Court decided not to review the lower court decisions on Sibel's case. But Sibel's fate had in fact been sealed 3 years before, at a high-level meeting in Washington.
The state secret privilege was invoked not by the FBI, but by the Pentagon and the State Department. They requested that Sybil Edmonds not be able to speak on this issue.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry about Edmonds, and I'm sorry about Plame. I'm sorry about all these people. But I can name hundreds of others who've tried to stop things like this and seen it before. And this is a repeat. The difference is the Bush crowd plays rougher than any of them.
PEN American Center is pleased to present Sibel Edmonds with the 2006 PEN Newman's Own First Amendment Award.
Sibel may have lost her fight against the United States government. But in April 2006, recognition came to her via PEN, the prestigious International Writers and Journalists Association, whose members aim to defend freedom of speech.
Today, we are facing despots who use national security and classification to push everything under a blanket of secrecy, to gag and call it a privilege. Unless we recognize these attacks for what they are and stand up and speak out, no, shout out against those despots in government, then we are doomed to wake up one sad morning and wonder when and where our freedom died. Thank you.